Why don't you get us started? What's happening on Oahu?
Well, first, thanks, Peter. I appreciate you shaving the beard and getting us to October 15th. So everybody thank Peter for that.
It's like a butterfly effect, right? The shaving of the beard on one side of the earth, creates an opening for tourism on the other side. Anyway, go ahead, Scott. Thanks.
No, we're as far as overall market here on Oahu, things are really hot. So sales are up 3% from the same time last year. So we have more buyers in the market right now than we did last year, and the number of new listings are off 20%, and our prices are up 6%. And our inventory of homes, the listings that are on the market now versus the same time last year, are off 35%. So let me just give you a little bit of this, because I had a buddy of mine. I talked to a couple of people when we posted in our Facebook forum, in a private forum. These are homes. Kuli'o'o home listed for $850,000, 12 offers. Palolo home, $399,000, 16 offers. Royal Kania condo, $439,000, 7 offers. Miley home, $510,000, 14 offers. And then it's 7 offers, 3 offers, 16 offers. So significant competition, compare? Very little.
You just ran off a bunch of, so you live and breathe this stuff. Me, I'm just like a regular guy, right? I don't know what your percentages, over my head. But what does this mean? Yeah. I mean, how many offers do you normally get? You read off like one, you said like 14 offers on one property. How many offers do you normally get?
14. You would expect to not have competition, technically in an economic downturn kind of situation, but we'll run into 1 to 3 offers in a not as hot market, or say pre-COVID, just pre-COVID.
So 1 to 3. Pre-COVID, we're talking 1 to 3 offers.
Most would be 1. You're not competing with a whole lot of people.
1. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's totally different.
Okay.
There's huge. A lot of buyers. It's huge. And think about it. If you're going to spend $500,000 or $1 million, do you really want to be competing with all these people? I mean, what it comes down to is you need to have the right agent, the right steps, the right system in place to be prepared. If you're ill prepared, you're going to spend a lot more extra time trying to find the right property and get into escrow on it. You're going to drag, and you could run into frustration.
Good. Let's move on to Heidi. Dylan, I want you to talk about the conditions and this tiny home question. So Heidi, what's going on in Maui? What do you see in the Maui market?
Well, I think if you're getting too much competition over on Oahu, you should come over to Maui, because our market's great, but we're certainly not getting 15 offers on a listing. I was excited when one of my listings, we had 2 offers at the same time, and just put that into contract. So our statistics show that, kind of similar to over on Oahu, number of sales and number of new properties going into contract is back right up where it was last year and pre-COVID. Overall prices have remained really strong. What we're seeing more inventory of condominiums coming on the market. It's still tipping towards a seller's market, but there's lots of new condominiums coming on the market. And especially in the lower to mid price ranges, there's better inventory right now than I've seen in a long time. And because we've been basically shut down for so long, there's less buyers in the market. So buyers now have less competition. The buyers that have kind of had the advantage are the local buyers that are here, and then also people that know what they want, are familiar with the areas, and those people are buying sight unseen. Personally, the market's, it's been going, as far as what happens in the future, that's what everybody calls me about and wants to know. And we don't know the future. A lot of it is going to depend on how things eventually open up with travel again.
Yeah, certainly. Thanks, Heidi. Great comments. So, Dylan, of what's going on in the actually, now that I'm looking at the screen, it says forecast over the next 1 to 2 years. We'll circle back to that once we get through this quick market update. Dylan, what's going on the Big Island? Fill us in.
Yeah, an interesting thing last month was that, and I'm I primarily focus in the Kona market, but it's an interesting indicator overall, because the Kona market is the highest priced market in the on the island for single family homes, and it's primarily, not primarily, but majority a kind of second home type retirement home market, which a lot of buyers are people that are coming from somewhere else or buying a second home, vacation home, that type of thing. And there was a 30% increase in sales in last month versus a year ago. So a year ago there was 49 homes sold. This last August, there was 64 homes sold, in comparison to even a month before where only 42 homes sold. So this, we're kind of in the droves of this lockdown and all of this, supposed to be a slowdown, and the housing market is just on fire in terms of the amount of homes that are selling. I mean, a 30% increase is significant month over month versus a year ago in the time that we're in. But one thing I also wanted to mention in the competitive home market, which I just experienced this past week, was that you really want to consider who you're working with, not just from an expertise standpoint, but from a relationship standpoint. Because at the end of the day, when there are multiple offers, 3, 4, 5, 10 offers, a lot of them are going to be very similar in terms of the terms, right? They're going to either be full cash or they're going to be financed offers with well-qualified buyers. And one thing that is intangible that you can't really put into an offer is who wrote it, right? And I had a situation this past week where there was multiple offers on a condo that we put an offer in on, and the agent said, I'd rather work with you guys. So, if they'll accept these terms, we'll just counter yours and not counter the rest of them. And we did that. So just based on a relationship and based on a reputation, you can have an advantage over other offers based on who you're working with. And that's something important to consider when you're going into a competitive market, is who's your realtor, because sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that definitely gives you a competitive advantage if you're a realtor that does a good job, that does their part. Because in the real estate world, a lot of realtors are hard to work with, or they're hard to get a hold of, or they just don't do their part, and then the other party has to do the additional paperwork and keep the timelines in order. I mean, there's a lot of it that goes into it. There's a reason why we get paid what we get paid, and a lot of times that's something that people don't consider. So you want to make sure you're careful about that.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? I mean, if you're like, like in Scott's example, if you're sitting in and you're looking at 14 offers and they're all, pretty much the same, so dollar amount's not going to vary. You may weed out a few of the others, but at the end of the day, you're going to figure out if all things being equal, you're going to want to accept the offer from a realtor and who works well and who gets the job done. You don't want this mess. Makes total sense. Back to the question actually that was asked, which we should answer, which I haven't really